record here. Hello, Team WholeFit. For those of you who are going to Summit, this recording is for you. If you are not going to Summit, just listen for the first 2 minutes. We have just a few announcements, and then you can turn off the whole thing because nothing else relates to you. So first, we are going to start. I am constantly looking for what is going to serve you guys the best, and what I have found is that the weekly Zooms just don't serve us well. We get on there and we get connected and we get some of our questions answered, but I don't feel like that is utilizing our time, my time, your time, everyone's time. I want to honor that. So instead, we're going to go on a month-by-month basis. So each month we'll have a special population Zoom. So it's essentially like one group of people who would really be keyed into that Zoom. So next month in August, we're going to be hosting a emerging diamond Zoom. So for anyone who is super close to diamond or headed toward diamond, or diamond is maybe a month or 2 months away for you, there's some things I'm realizing after talking to Christy, our diamond on Team WholeFit. There are some things that are going to be really important for you to know even as you head toward diamond and then into your first few months as diamond. Just some logistical stuff. And so we'll talk a little bit about that and then maybe some extra motivation toward pushing you toward that diamond. So we will announce that in the next month. Also, number 2, don't forget that the 21-day fix is on sale again. So we have the regular 21-day fix, the 21-day fix extreme, and then the kickstart for both of those. So remember that for the month of July. And then number 3 in our announcements is Super Saturday. I'm so glad that Durwood just hopped on because he is one, and I think Ashton, you went to Super Saturday last time, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you are not able to make it to Summit, we would love for you to set aside July 25th is Super Saturday. And the coaches here in St. Louis who put it on just do a fabulous job. We've gotten to meet some of them, and they are just so keyed in. They work on this all year long, all year, every single Wednesday night. They are on a Zoom together planning this Super Saturday for each quarter. So they do a bang up great job of it. So I was wondering, since Ashton or Durwood, if you are there, if you don't mind putting the link for that, if you don't mind finding the link for the St. Louis Super Saturday and putting that link on our Team WholeFit page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Super Saturday, remember, for those of you who aren't going to Summit, Super Saturday is the first thing that lit the fire for Lindsay Matway. If you haven't heard her story, it just really helps our coaches get fired up and get excited about what this company is and what it does. And she just kind of stumbled upon a Super Saturday, and that was kind of the first thing that lit her fire. So if you haven't heard her story on one of the wake up calls, that's a good one. So Ashton, if you could do that, that would be great.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Can I ask a question about that really quick? Can you invite people that are not coaches that are you would like to consider being coaches?
Mm-hmm. The guests. Yeah, you can have guest pass. I think it's only a certain amount per coach, right? Or is it unlimited?
I think it's unlimited.
Okay.
That's a great question though, Leah. From what other Super Saturdays have run, it is like a $10 or $15 charge for coaches, but then for anyone who's not a coach, it's free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think last time was $15.
15. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So any other announcements, Ashton and Leah, that I'm missing other than those 3? Special population Zoom, 21-day fix on sale again, and Super Saturday, July 25th. Okay. If you are not going to Summit, go ahead and turn this Zoom off. Goodbye. Enjoy. Happy 4th of July to you. For those of us who are going to Summit, here's some super information to know. I'm just going to go through a whole bunch. And Leah and Ashton, since you guys are the only ones on here, if you don't mind writing down any questions you have as I kind of ramble, then at the end, we'll kind of talk about your questions. Does that work? Mm-hmm. Okay. First of all, Summit, Nashville. I have your hotel covered. So those of you who are going to Summit with us, I have covered your hotel room. We're all going to now squeeze in because some people had to drop out. We're all going to squeeze into one hotel room. There's only 6 of us. So there's two double beds. We'll only have 2 people sleeping on the floor and on sleeping bags. So we should probably figure out who is bringing sleeping bags.
I have a roll-out air mattress, not air mattress, but like a mat. I don't know if we have a sleeping bag though.
Okay.
Why don't a mat to sleep on?
We probably have a sleeping bag somewhere. I'm sure Natalie does because they go camping.
Yeah. Oh, it's true. I have a great sleeping bag too. I just thought we don't need to pack more than 2.
Right.
So I will cover your hotel room for the 3 nights, 4 days that we're going to be there. If you guys don't mind, the rest of you don't mind splitting the parking, which is $20 a day, and gas. That would be fabulous. So if we can figure out a way to split, for you guys all to split parking and gas, that would be great. There's only 6 of us, so we can all fit in one car, but Natalie wants to drive separate because she has some friends that she's going to be going with. So she said she has room in her car for 2. I have room in my car for 4. So what time on Wednesday are you guys available to leave?
Anytime.
Preferably not like it first thing in the morning. We're getting back from, my husband and I are going on a mini vacation, and we're getting back Monday night. So if any extra time on Wednesday morning, because I'm going to really miss my kids being gone.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But but I don't know what time we needed to be there by Wednesday. So
okay. Well, I was thinking it would be great if we could leave by noon and be there by like 4. However, I know Durwood doesn't get off work until 4. That was my original thought, because I would love to have kind of a team WholeFit night and go out to dinner and do this fun country line dancing place.
yeah.
Wild Horse Saloon, so you guys will have to practice up on your line dancing. It's super fun. But however, like I said, Durwood doesn't get off until 4:30, and I just noticed as I was looking through the schedule, I don't think we have anything planned for Thursday night. Friday night is a special diamond dinner for the Diamonds, which is myself and Christy. But Thursday night, it doesn't look like we have anything. So if you guys want to wait for Durwood and leave at like 4:30, we could do that. Durwood and I live across the street from each other, so if we could leave from our house, that would be fabulous. You guys have somebody that could drop you off Wednesday night?
I will figure that out.
Okay. Leah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, whatever works for everybody is fine with me. How long does it take to get to Nashville?
4.5, I think. Am I correct, Durwood?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I thought it was longer than that. Okay.
I know, I was thinking 8.
Yeah, I thought
No.
like I had like 6 or 7 in my head.
Oh no.
That'd be a
But we
breeze.
can get in 6 or 7 wake-up calls on the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'll be good.
We can each make up our own wake-up call and give it to the couple.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so does everyone have a ticket to your Team Rockstar Fit Day?
Yeah.
Okay, so Thursday is Team Rockstar Fit Day. I will talk about that here in a minute. Summit app. Does everyone have the Summit app downloaded on your phone? Okay, download the Summit app. If you're not on this Zoom and you are listening to this, download your Summit app right now. Should be in the App Store. Just look at Coach Summit 2015. Download that app. That has a lot of information on it. It'll be good. And then Thursday, Christy Hayes, if you're listening, Thursday, Christy and I are going to a Team Rockstar Fit Diamond Hoedown. So get some boots, Christy. I have to say to that. That'll be fun. Okay, so a few things, and I honestly wrote down all of these notes. I literally have 4 pages of notes written down of things that just popped into my head, of things that I remember from last year that we needed. They're all out of order, so pardon my disorganization, but it's everything I remember. Elizabeth Richardson actually is very organized, and she's going this year and went last year, but it's like 2 a.m. for her because she's in London, or England right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she has family that lives there, so she's there for several weeks. But one thing that we learned from last year is that an external phone charger is super helpful. So I bought one at, you can get them anywhere, but just charging your phone, because here's mine. Your battery goes dead by like 10 a.m. because you're texting, you're hashtagging, you're posting, you're all kinds of stuff. And so taking videos and audios and all kinds of stuff, and it seems like your phone just dies super early. So external phone charger, super important. Backpack or some kind of bag, super important. They have lifted the bag regulations, so now they don't have to be clear bags, so we can take whatever. And I'll just have my backpack on me all day. Did everyone get into Blue Track Hallway C? Durwood, you too? Woohoo! I wasn't sure if you would. Elizabeth did not. So Durwood registered one evening. Elizabeth registered like the very next morning, and she did not get into our Hall C. So she's the only one that won't be with us. But I don't know. We'll see what it's like. Maybe we can shove her in there. I don't know how that works. That's a new thing. Last year we didn't have that. This year we have 25,000 coaches. Last year we had 9,000 coaches, and the year before that there was only 3,000.
Wow.
So keep in mind we're growing at that rate, which is only a good thing for us. One thing I'm going to set up as soon as we get off of this Zoom is a group text. Like I would love for us to have kind of a group text going so that when we get there, we can find each other and we feel comfortable. We can find each other so we have like central location and meeting spots. But I think that it's okay if we feel comfortable to either go to the workouts or not. Some people are using this weekend for different things. Like for me personally, I like to soak up every bit of the business that I can. And so I'll go to like everything. Like I'll be there at the workouts at 6 a.m. I'll be crawling in bed at 10 p.m. I'll be exhausted when I come home, but I really want to like soak up everything I can. Not everybody's like me. Some people are like, you know what, I'm never without my kids. Like I have 3 kids and they're constantly, biting at my ankles and I'm never without them and I never get to sleep in. So I'm going to use this time to sleep in. And okay. Like just use this for whatever you're going to use it for. And we'll have a group text so that we can find each other when we need to find each other, if that makes sense. Anytime you post to social media, make sure you hashtag Coach Summit 2015. That will connect us to Beachbody at large. And did you see, I don't know if you saw, I think it was Melanie Mitro posted a picture that Beachbody bought a billboard going into Nashville. There's a huge Beachbody billboard that says Elite 10 Coaches, and it has all their pictures on it. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
They make a big deal. They really celebrate the Elite 10 coaches, and they make a big deal about celebrating people.
That's cool.
Super cool. Okay, I told you that my thoughts were all scattered, and one thing I forgot on the announcements is that in August is our Team Cup. If you've never done a Team Cup before, it is super duper. Registration opens on July 20th, and it's just a good way for you. You team up with 5 people. So 5 coaches, they can be anywhere from, coaches in your personal downline to coaches on Team WholeFit. That would be super fun if we could get a couple teams in Team WholeFit kind of raring against each other like we did last time.
One quick thing about Team Cup is before Team Cup, I had 2 Success Club points of the 3 months that I was in. And then that month I hit 17 club points for the Cup. And I've hit Success Club 10 every month since then because I just realized I could do it. And so I did it. So that was a big month for a big turning point for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Team Cup sometimes just shows you what you can really do if you are working on a team and you're all pushing each other.
I loved it.
Yeah. It's fun. And you get like, I think tier 1 prize is always like a super cool t-shirt or a tank top or, something neat, wear and share.
A tote bag.
A tote bag. We did not win that tote bag.
Yeah.
Oh, that's this month?
That was when I learned what a tote bag was.
Oh, wait.
Because I wanted it. I was like, we can shoot for the tote bag. We were only a few points off, I think. It was probably, yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, so I just turned the page. So any questions about everything I just went over just now? Okay. So here is your schedule, as best I can tell. We'll get to all the logistics of what to bring and what to wear here in a moment. But here's your schedule. Wednesday, we're going to leave at around 4:30 with Durwood. Now, that will not get us there in time to go to the Wild Horse Saloon. We would have to bank on going Thursday night. So we'll have to talk about that. So in the next week, if we decide we really want to go earlier on Wednesday night, we'll have to figure things out. But Wednesday night.
If that happens, I'll be all right. So if you guys, so if I'm the only one holding this back, then you guys can go, and I will download a couple audiobooks, and I will be ahead of the game with you guys once I get there. You guys will have been yapping the whole way.
Yes.
I don't know. Not that we want to leave Durwood by himself, because I don't care what time we leave. But if anybody wanted to leave early, Natalie, I think, just needed a car there that she could drive to go visit one of her friends who is sick. So if whoever had a car was willing to let her borrow their vehicle to go visit a friend.
Oh.
Because that's the only reason she wanted to drive separately, was because she has a friend down there that's ill that she wanted to see. So just throwing that out there. I don't, like I said, either, no matter what time we leave, doesn't matter for me, but.
Okay. Yeah, that's true, because I'm not going to be driving anywhere. She can take my car if we take my car, you know? So, or if somebody has a bigger car. My car only has room for 5. It has room for 5, including the driver. I think we have 6 people going. Oh, Durwood has room for 8.
Oh my gosh.
So that might be cool. We could all. That would really save us in gas.
So if it's a difference of changing number of vehicles, I thought we had 9 people going, and so if we had 9 people going, then I couldn't. Then we're still taking 2 vehicles, and then it costs more in gas because mine consumes a little more. But I mean, and then the only downside of mine is it's got 181,000, but I believe wholeheartedly it'll make it. It runs like a champ. But anything with it's I pull a boat with it every weekend, and it does great. But I am absolutely willing to do all the driving.
I'll take it. I think we should leave.
And behind my 8 passengers.
I think it would be fun to all go down together.
I think so too. It would be more economical, and I'm all for that.
All for that.
Yeah, and behind my 8 passengers is still plenty of room for luggage. So that's
good. That would be great.
Passenger vehicles is that I have a lot of room back behind there.
Durwood, 2 things. One, could Natalie borrow your big car to take to her friend's house?
Yeah, she has my permission. Does she want to drive it? That's the only other question. So.
We'll have to ask her.
If not, I can always just tow her car behind my truck, and she can ride with it.
And then 2, do you have a hotel room yet?
No, but I posted on the St. Louis Beachbody coaches, and I got one response. So maybe I have some floor space in some guy's hotel room.
Oh, good. Have you seen the Team Rockstar Fit Summit Rockstars page?
No.
Because there's a bunch of them there that says, I have space in my hotel room for 2 more guys or 1 more guy. So check that out. I can tag you in that page if you want.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be nice, because I posted on there. I'm like, I take quick showers and I no longer snore since I lost 30 pounds. So.
That's positive.
I love it. That is positive. Okay. So we arrive Wednesday night. We are staying at the Courtyard Marriott downtown. It should be about a half mile from the conference center. So we'll have about a half mile walk from the conference center. Remind me on the way to tell you the drama surrounding that. I'm not going to waste time now and tell you, but there was drama surrounding that hotel room. So Wednesday night when we get there, we can run to the grocery store real quick, and we can get some things. I know none of us, to my knowledge, maybe Leah did, but none of us, to my knowledge, signed up for the meal plans. You did.
You did.
we're all going to be starving and surrounding you like, feed us, Leah.
I wish we would have done this. That's probably what we're going to be thinking. I wish we would have just paid $35.
We'll just pray, Jesus, turn your bread into multiply it to feed Team WholeFit. No, but we can run to the grocery store and get like breakfast items and quick little sandwiches, stuff that we can keep in our backpacks. And then you can also bring things from home. I plan on bringing like tuna packets, Shakeology, dried fruit, dried edamame, bagels, regular fruit, stuff like that. So that's Wednesday night. Love to go to Wild Horse Saloon. If we need to push that off to Thursday, we can do that as well. Thinking about those kind of evenings, so I'm splattering this in there. Think about like jeans or a skirt and boots or heels for the girls. I might look at boots. I don't know. I don't own any right now. something nice for dinner and line dancing. And we should definitely all learn a line dance for sure. So much fun. I know.
I'm wearing a cowboy hat to the workouts.
Yes.
Oh, cute.
You should. Oh, it was so cute last year how they announced that it was going to be in Summit because we were in Vegas and everybody was like all sequined up. And when they came on stage for the first announcement, because they have all these announcements that they make, they came on stage for the first announcement. There was a bunch of them in like cowboy boots with guitars, and they were announcing like this year is going to be in which is such a much better environment. Can I just say Vegas was very stressful on many levels. It was just, it was sad and stressful. And anyway, I think this will be a much better environment. So I'm super pumped. Okay. Thursday, Team Rockstar Fit Day. Make sure you have your ticket. I don't have a physical ticket. I think they just wrote our names down.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just registered.
I just got an email.
You did get an email.
I got an email in the beginning, right off the bat when I wrote paid. And that's the only thing I've heard from. So
okay. Are you going to print that out?
No.
You need to print that out? Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. And then for Thursday all day, it's just comfy fitness clothes. Like pretty much all of our Thursday, Friday, Saturday is just comfy fitness clothes. Awesome. Team Rockstar Fit logo wear if you have it for Thursday. Otherwise, wear Beachbody attire. So if you have like a Pio shirt or something Beachbody attire, because they get all kinds of team photos and stuff. And so they'll get a big Team Rockstar Fit photo, but then we'll also get Team WholeFit photos. Here is where it is. It's at the Hyatt Place, room meeting place 5 and 6. So it's 2 rooms combined, but it's at the Hyatt Place, room meeting place 5 and 6. And we'll have all this written down when we get in the car on Thursday. I'll make sure that we type it up somehow. Here's the stinker, is that we're kind of all split up for Team Rockstar Fit Day. So coach rank, which is Elizabeth Richardson, is going at 9 a.m. So Elizabeth will be there at 9 a.m. She's coach rank. Emerald rank, which is Natalie Fletcher. This is last name A through M. So at 10:30 a.m. is going to be Natalie Fletcher, Ashton Bond, and Leah Lanning. So you 3 are Emerald rank, and you're going to Team Rockstar Fit Day at 10:30. So you get to sleep in a little bit.
Hey.
Emerald rank, last name N through Z, that's Durwood Tenney, is at noon. So Durwood, you're the only one that's at noon. Again, I would love to stick you in there with Natalie, Ashton, and Leah, but I feel like we need to honor their scheduling and the way they have it all mapped out at Team Rockstar Fit.
You might want a break from us anyway, after being stuck in the car.
Yeah.
And Durwood definitely use this time to like get to know some of the other guys on Team Rockstar Fit, because like there are some guys who have really made this this business work well. And then Diamonds, so Christy Hayes and I are at 1:30.
So will we be? So we go at 10:30 to noon then.
You go from 10:30 to noon.
And then so we'll be able to make our 2:00 workouts then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You will. Yeah. So
Cool.
Christy and I won't. And I think I might have signed up for an early workout that day anyway. Or is there not early workouts that day?
There's like a 2 and a 3:15 that day.
Yeah.
I probably signed up for the 2 because I always go early, so I'll probably miss mine, but that's okay. Yeah. So Christy Hayes and I at 1:30 until 3. Thursday night, right now, I don't think there's anything going on. So I think that would be a great night for us to go out for the evening. Yeah. Wild Horse Saloon. I'm sure there'll be lots of other fitness people there who don't know.
Oh, that'd be so awesome though.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I want to learn some of those country line dances because right now I don't know any of them.
I don't know any of them either.
Cool dresses.
You should probably get on the website. You should probably get on Wild Horse Saloon's website and see because they I think it's all they have the instructions before right at the beginning of the night, and and so I was just there. I was there in February and did it.
So you can like take a little class and learn how to do it.
Yeah, they have all these cute boys and girls that are just barely old enough to work. That just showing all.
I like this.
Not I mean they all look like they should be on stage, and they are. They're I mean they're a lot of fun. They help people and get you going and make sure that you're having a good time.
What a hoot! Yes, we are definitely doing this. If nothing else is going on Thursday night, then we are there. So again, cool dresses for the evening attire, or something cool, because I think it's pretty hot there, and we'll be and it's a big club, but it's there. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it walking distance from our hotel if we're downtown? Is all that stuff like walking distance, or?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. We might have to get a
Wild
cab.
horse.
And it would probably be cheaper to get a cab than to unpark, to move our car.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we'll see. And then Friday and Saturday, we just have classes all day. So make sure you pack your fitness clothes, backpack, extra snacks, notebooks, pens, extra cash. There will be long lines if they have things like Starbucks, or last year they had a little trick of the trade. They had really long lines at Starbucks, and I learned this from Michelle. From Michelle Cox. She that girl knows how to get things done. So she would go to the front of the line and say to somebody, "Hey, I'll buy your lunch if you buy mine." Meaning I'll buy your lunch if you will buy mine. And it saved us so much time, because the lines were out the door, and she got in there and got stuff done. And we paid, maybe $5 to get our stuff 45 minutes early.
Wow.
So anyway, a little trick of the trade. She knows how to get stuff done. I learned that from her last year. But yeah, Friday and Saturday, pretty much classes all day. And then in the evening on Saturday night is their big, huge celebration where they announce, I think Friday night is the celebration where they announce the Beachbody Challenge winner, which is awesome. You feel like you're a loser. It's so humbling and so cool to see these people who've lost, literally hundreds of pounds and have just changed their life in 5 years, time, not 10 weeks like they do in The Biggest Loser, but, over time, and have just made this a permanent lifestyle change, and super cool. And then on Saturday night, the big celebration. Now, last year they had us wear cocktail dresses, and I actually went out and bought a cocktail dress, and now I'm like, I didn't really need to do that. It was a huge group of people. I could have worn just a skirt that I had in my closet and nobody ever would have known.
Mm-hmm.
We got cool, cute pictures, but that wasn't worth it. I think my cocktail dress was $40 or $50, but I wouldn't do that again. If I were doing it again, I wouldn't do that again. But I have one now, so if anybody wants to borrow one, I'll throw a few of them in there. So keep that in mind. They typically have you dress up pretty dressy on Saturday night to celebrate the Coach of the Year, which is Melanie Mitchell. And they do a big, huge celebration for her.
So if I don't ever wear heels because I don't like them and I don't walk in them, and yes. Do you think that do I still have to wear them? Can I just wear sandal? Okay, because I'm so against them with my body. So
no. Well, and as a trainer, you're against them with everybody's body, right?
Yes. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah. The only time I ever had foot problems in my life was when I was a teacher and wore heels every day. So yes, I think that's totally cool, totally great. Yeah.
Rachel, I think so Friday night there's an event also, but it's more casual.
Friday night is an event also, but that's just the celebration for. Now when I say event, it's like a conference. It's like a large group conference where you're sitting in there watching them get celebrated, but it's cool to be a part of it.
Okay.
So they tack that on the end of the main stage speaker. So they'll have the keynote speaker, and then now this is what they did last year. They might change it totally up this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm just saying something cool, some kind of cool dressy outfit for the evening, and then fitness clothes for the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys have something Friday night, like a diamond thing after that's special.
And so that one, Christy and I will have to dress up. And I think, I already have this little lacy dress and cowboy boots. I'll probably wear the same thing Thursday night that I wear Friday night.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah. So
Friday,
unless
it's all sweaty from dancing from
right. That's true. I have to hang dry it.
Yeah. Washing the face.
So on Friday night, will the challenge winner event be done before dinner time? Because you guys are going to go to dinner after that, right?
Oh no. So here's the other thing. You are hungry and tired most of the time because you have these hard workouts, and then you do go and sit a lot. But But yeah, they don't eat dinner. They don't allot time for dinner until like super late in the evening. So that is the one thing, like definitely pack good snacks that are going to tide you over because sometimes they don't have, like Christy and I will head out for that probably like 8 or 9 p.m.
Okay.
And we'll hang out probably till 11 or midnight.
Wow.
Depending on how much fun we have, you know. if it's, you know.
I need to store up some sleep now.
I know. Yeah, definitely. Nehemiah, get to bed.
Yeah, he's asleep now.
Okay, so that is everything. Like I went through scheduling. I went through where Team Rockstar Fit Day is. I went through what to pack. I went through what to wear. Is there any other, what did I miss?
Sunday,
there's nothing. I looked on the app, and as far as I can tell, there's nothing going on Sunday. We pack up and leave. And we can leave whenever y'all want to leave if you want to sleep
in. So we can sleep in on Sunday. Well, actually, I don't know how that's going to work with everybody in the room.
6 people in the room. I know. I don't know how to work.
I mean,
I leave for a cruise on Sunday.
Oh, you do? What time do you leave?
Isn't that crazy?
It's late. We're actually we're driving to New Orleans, and so we're getting a head start. We got to be there Monday.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're just gonna get a few hours in Sunday night. So.
Well, there you go.
So he's gonna drive. Why doesn't your wife meet you down in Nashville?
Because the kids are camping in Merrimack till Sunday. Merrimack State Park.
But
my whole family.
But she could just pick you up. We could leave you down there.
Take you. You could take your van back.
You go get some extra.
Then we could sleep in. Of course, I'd be sleeping on some other dude's floor, so I don't know how long he'll be there.
Get out of here.
That's true. That's why I think the group text thing is going to work really well. So, like, if we're not all together on Saturday night, we can just text each other and say, "Hey, what time are we leaving tomorrow? Is there anybody that has to leave early?" So. Yeah,
that'd be good.
This is because I'm, trying to plan like my showers and everything. So if we, I don't shower, so I'm probably gonna have to like work on that before we go. If we have the 6 a.m. workout on Friday, but then there's like a 7:15 workout, I'm assuming that we would have time to come back to the hotel and get ready for the day after our 6 a.m. workout. While the 7:15ers are doing theirs.
So again, they could totally change this from last year. But what we did last year is we would go to the workout. And then because we felt like, so we had the insider scoop. Somebody told us exactly where to sit to be like right down front. So we were in the front row for all of the big announcements, all the big, like we got fabulous pictures and we were in the front row is reserved for elite, but we were like on the side in the front. So like we were right there by the stage. And anyway, it was really great. So what we did honestly was we would go to that early workout, and they only had 6 a.m. workouts at that time. But they had a 6 a.m. workout. We'd go to that workout, and then we would stand in line for like 30 minutes, like sweaty, go to the first keynote speaker, and then go back and get showers after that first keynote speaker. So we were sweaty and gross for the keynote speaker, but it was worth it for us to be down front and see them, right there.
Wow.
And we'd bring
it sounds like we're going to have less access with pictures of the big dogs this year.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, much less access. I mean, there's 3 times as many people there as there was last year. And last year, those trainers were like milling around, and you could catch them and grab a picture with them. But you had to wait in line. Like there was a line of people that were waiting. So I never did that. The other thing is there's this place called the Core, and the Core is where they sell all the brand new stuff and like stuff that you can't buy online. So bring some extra cash because you really will want some of the stuff they sell. Like they had the most awesome Shakeology cups, and not like the shaker cups like we have. They're like water bottles that say Shakeology on them that were like the bomb. And I was so sad. I'm like, I would have paid $30 for those things. They were so cool. And something I would have used every day, and people would ask me about them. But but they had them for sale, and there was only like so many, like 200 of them, and they were gone like that,
I plan on buying all the performance supplements. I'm going to cancel because I've been drinking I've been using all the Body Beast supplements, and so I'm guessing that those are going to go away once these performance supplements come out. So
maybe, I don't know. I mean, sometimes they keep those,
Yeah.
That's specific to the Body Beast.
But I'm going to go with this Harvard trained. I like how they keep calling this guy who designed the new performance supplements. He's Harvard trained.
Yeah.
So he didn't fit it. He didn't finish, but he was trained at Harvard, maybe for a day or two. I don't know. But
that's funny because they didn't call him a Harvard graduate.
Yeah, they didn't. They never call him Harvard grad. They call him Harvard trained. And I'm like, all right, man. What? He was trained as a janitor at Harvard. And now he's I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah, I plan on getting the 21 Day Fix cookbook. I think that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fix 8.
I will. Yeah.
Other.
Did you guys know that Rachel has to cook everything in a cookbook when she gets one?
No, I did not.
Yeah, she goes through page by page and cooks everything in a cookbook.
It's embarrassing. It's like borderline compulsive.
That's hilarious.
And aren't there like 100?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fix 8 will be huge. And I will go through and I will make all the breakfasts and then all the lunches.
Even if it doesn't sound good to her, she'll make it anyway.
And sometimes I even make it for people who are coming over and they'll say, oh my goodness, like, where did you get this? I'm like, I've never made it before in my whole life.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
However, I will say that the 21 Day Fix Extreme that I'm doing right now has the best recipes of any program I've ever had.
Their meatloaf is so stinking good.
Oh my gosh.
That's my favorite. I love it. I love it.
My kids have liked every single recipe, and that's rare. That is rare for them.
So good.
Yeah,
I love that.
So I'm really looking forward to the Fix 8. That'll be good.
So good.
So, okay, so this is all the information I have. I'm super stoked about this. I'm getting more and more excited. We hit some snags in the road that have all been ironed out as of today. And so that makes me more and more excited that it's not like going to be, it's just going to be fun.
So how many of us are going down?
6. It is.
I was thinking there was I thought there was a lot more.
There was a lot more. There was 10.
Okay.
There was 10. We had 4 drop out in the last 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
so,
sad.
Yeah, just different life situations. So we have Elizabeth Richardson, Natalie Fletcher, Ashton Bond, Leah Lanning, Durwood Tenney, Christy Hayes, and me. So I guess there's 7. I was thinking 6 in a hotel room, 6 in our hotel room, and then Durwood is 7. So Durwood, next year we'll have Michael or some of the other guys come.
Yeah, I'm fine. I work with almost all women, and they treat me as one of the girls. I'm seriously in the schedule room with 3 women pumping, and so
that pump.
Yes, and we're talking menstrual cramps and everything, and so it's they don't hold back. Well, I don't think they hold back. Maybe they do hold back, but it doesn't feel like they ever hold back whenever I'm around. But
they might not.
So, and that's been my whole career. So that's been very. But anyway.
Oh, I know what other question I was going to ask. What Saturday morning is there some? I think we talked about this, Rachel. Is there some like giant workout at Bridgestone or something?
Oh yes. So I told you I go to everything. That was the only thing that I skipped. Only because, but some people went and they had a fabulous time and they were like so glad that they went. If you see the pictures online, like especially the picture I posted for our team for this Zoom tonight, the team Zoom tonight about Summit, that is a picture of the giant workout. There are thousands and thousands of people there. It's like if you've ever been to a huge mammoth church and you can't see the pastor but on a screen, that's what it feels like, only you're working out and the space you have to work out in is like a 3 square foot maybe. So you're doing all these things and trying not to hit people and not really knowing what you're doing, but you're watching the person in front of you and it takes a while for it to get back to you.
So, and did you say to bring a yoga mat? I saw that somewhere. I don't know if you told us that or not, but I saw something to bring a yoga mat.
Yes, that's true. Bring a yoga mat if you're doing one of the workouts.
Oh, I thought that was only if you had if your workout said to.
Oh, maybe that's the case.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I specifically picked the ones that I didn't have to bring.
That's smart.
Nice.
Oh, now wait. I think I might have to.
And if Durwood has extra room in his car, I can throw in a few extra because he is my neighbor, so I can just throw in some extra yoga mats. So if we get there and you find out that you don't have or need a yoga mat, we can make sure you have that.
Well, and we're not all going to the same workouts.
Which I think is good. We can all talk about them. But I do think it's good. So last year they had all different talks going on at all different times. So you kind of had to choose. And so we would go to different talks and then come back together and talk about them. But this time I do like the idea that all of them are the same. So we're not missing out. There's nobody missing out on anything. And we are all going to go together so we can all kind of talk about what we heard because everybody's going to process things differently,
Do you just leave like crazy motivated? Like you just want to work for days and days on it?
You do. And what I always tell people is get a new notebook. So buy a brand new notebook and then leave like the first, like for me, I get these little tabs and leave the first tab. So all these pages before, if that's my tab, all these pages before, leave it blank and make that your to-do list. Because as you start writing notes, you'll be like, ooh, I need to do that. And turn back to that first page and write your to-do list. Because otherwise things will get lost in your notebook and you'll really want to do this and follow up with that and you'll forget. And then you'll have to choose out of your to-do list. Okay, what are the top 10 things I'm going to do? Or what are the top 7 things I'm going to do? But we'll have to really talk through strategies of simplifying it because for a lot of us, this isn't the only thing we do with our life. And if we were to implement every single thing we thought of while we were at Summit, we would go crazy. And we wouldn't be very effective. So if we can find 1 or 2 or 5 things that we're like, okay, for sure, when I get back, this is what I'm doing. I really need to be intentional about this. But yes, you do leave crazy motivated because you see all these people and you hear their stories and you see how they were, Lindsay Matway was a bartender who had a baby who needed surgery and she was hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt because her baby needed surgery. And this was an opportunity that landed in her lap. She's like me. She doesn't have an upline sponsor coach that adds coaches under. It was all her own work. And that is that's pretty cool. Like you leave thinking, gosh, if she can do it, I can do it,
Is there where the company's at now? Sorry, this is kind of like a random question.
No, it's okay.
Are these the people that are at the top, will they always probably stay up there or can us lowly emeralds ever make it to where they are? Because there's so many years ahead of us.
No. Yeah. So that's the cool thing about this is that as you get into, that's why I want to do an emerald to diamond zoom, like a zoom. So you understand what it means to be diamond. They have these great caps that they put on you. So if you are a top coach and you stop working, you will drop. Your income will drop. Your rank will drop. Your everything will drop. So it's a job that you have to keep working in order to stay at the top. You can't just get at the top and then say, I'm going on a 1-year vacation. See you in a year. You have to keep working in order to keep your income. That's why the top coaches continue to coach their team to success. They're like, well, I'm the top coach, but it's not over yet. I'm still working this baby, because into the compensation plan is worked the opportunity. We all start at the same place and we all have the opportunity to get to the same place. And as much as you think that this company has been around, for the people who've been here for years and years and years. But if you listen to the wake up calls, a lot of those coaches have been a part of it for 2 years, less time than I have. Which, shame on me. I haven't taken advantage as much as I could have. But then the other thing is there really is a lot of room at the top. I think in all 200,000 or 300,000 coaches, 15 star, I believe there's only 30 of them. 15-star diamonds. And you'll see once you hit 1 star, I'm like, okay, I kind of understand how to help people get to the diamond level. So once you hit 1 star, it feels very doable. I'm 1 star right now and I'm like, I think I could do 5 star. I think we could do this, I think there's 5 people motivated enough on our team that'll, so it's, Leah, I truly think that there's still room at the top. Like
not that I'm like wanting to be Melanie Mitro, but I just, thinking about that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think there's definitely still room at the top. So
you guys saw my post about 5 people that I haven't contacted contacted me yesterday.
No, what?
Yeah. So I always, I always reach out and I post, and whenever I ask, when I do like a hard sale post, like 21 Day Fix, Bobby, message me, and nobody ever does.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not ever, but most of the time I don't get any direct, there's a post, here's somebody responding to it. But yesterday I got 5 people that I had never reached out to contacted me. And I just think I think it is the consistent, and one of them I started making my own, those motivational quotes that we all share that are in a picture. I started taking some and just making my own on PicMonkey, and I put Dirt Dog Fitness down in the bottom corner. And one of the people asked me, are you a personal trainer now? And that's how the conversation started. And so she sounds like she's gonna get the 21 Day Fix, and so just I feel like that those, I'm posting more than usual, and every post that I post is, even if it's something silly about Jackson, I am thinking, are people gonna like this? Today I posted a picture of myself wearing my Lane's Captain America shirt, and I got lots of likes on that. But I don't know, that for me is a Beachbody post, even though, most people probably don't look at it that way, but people are seeing it. And the people, when I got to work today, I got to like some pretty awesome responses, because there was a red, white, and blue shirt day today. And so I was wearing that little bitty Captain America shirt, and people, yeah, and it was Lane's. He just walked into the room, and so I got a lot of people, and none of those people, I wasn't counting any of those people who were reaching out to me, but just 5 people on Facebook came to me and said, Durwood, I need to do something different. And so just being consistent and not letting yourself get frustrated whenever you set something out there and it gets nothing, because it's not, people are watching, and they're gonna respond when they're ready. So
yeah, amen. That is so true. Okay, so the top coach, their team really gets a big shout out. And last year it was the Bombshell Dynasty, and it was hilarious because I think like initially she just had a bunch of like blonde bombshells in her group, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew, and she had 53 diamonds, which was crazy. But hers, so they had like Bombshell Dynasty everywhere, and it was hilarious. This year the team is the Dream Team, but how funny would it be if your team became Dirt Dog Fitness? And it was like Dirt Dog Fitness. I would just like,
well, and like for the longest time, I did not want to. I was like, I'm going to change it.
No, I love it. I love it.
And and this all started one time when I was working at Pizza Hut in college. New manager, he's like, "Your name's Durwood? Nobody give you a nickname like Woody, or what about Dirt Dog or anything like that?" And I came back and I told Sheila and her roommates that, and they started calling me Dirt Dog. It's been my email address for since college, and so it's always been my username and whatever. But yeah, I tried hard to talk myself out of just to say, all right, I need to change the name because it's a business, but then I'm like, forget it, I'm sticking with it, and if anything, it'll make people, weren't you, I'll be Dirt Dog, the guy wearing the cowboy hat at the workouts at Summit, so.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
You got to stand out somehow in the workouts, right?
Yeah.
That's so true. All right, guys, I have an early morning tomorrow, so I got to go.
Yes.
Okay. Have a great night. If you have any other questions, let me know. Durwood, I will tag you in the Rockstar Summit page, and otherwise, let's get pumped.
All right, sounds good.
Bye, guys.
Bye.